Welcome to Ashley Edmonds Photography Prom Posing Video. Today we're going to spend some time practicing your prom poses. We're going to spend some time practicing your individual prom poses, your couple prom poses, as well as some individual boy poses that'll make your photo shoot extraordinary. A couple of tips before we get ready to practice posing that you want to remember is be confident. Make sure that you are who you are. This photo shoot should be fun and it should reflect your personality. Make sure you watch your posture, shoulders up. The camera really detects when your shoulders are not up, so that's a really important step to a great photo shoot. Also, you want to make sure that you have your real genuine smile. So as you're practicing, think about practicing your smiles, your serious face, because all of those are very important as we get ready for your photo shoot. Don't forget to exaggerate your movements. The camera loves exaggeration. I know it feels funny, but I promise you it will get the very best shots. And then the last thing I would ask you to do is always be willing to try new things. Sometimes the best shots we get are the most candid and fun shots when you don't even know that I've taken your picture. So let's get started. We have Caitlin and Keegan here, two of our ASE ambassadors, to show you some couples poses that you'll want to practice. Our first pose, we're going to stand with Caitlin right in front of Keegan. He's going to rest his hand on her forearm like such. Turn a little bit sideways that way. Perfect. That's going to be your first formal couples prom pose. The second one, we're going to spin Caitlin around. Oh, how sweet. And they're going to look at each other. She's going to put her hand on his chest. And you can see here that this is a great pose for me to get a great picture of your corsage. We're also going to go ahead, Caitlin, if you'll look towards me, we'll get this pose with both of you looking here. Now we'll get Caitlin, if you'll look up at Keegan. Y'all look up at each other. Beautiful. And then Keegan, you stay looking at Caitlin, and Caitlin, you look here. Great. What a great pose. So now, Caitlin, I'd like you to put your arms up around Keegan's neck. This is going to be that serious, sweet prom pose. So this is another one. Now rest your foreheads together. Oh, aren't they cute? Now for the finale, we're going to do the twirl and the dip. So the camera will be going off the whole time, and you'll dip. Excellent job. Thank you, Caitlin and Keegan. I'm here with Keegan, our ASE ambassador. He's going to show all the fellas out there how to do some great prom poses. So for your first prom pose, you can see he's got both of his thumbs in his pocket. This looks great for his individual as well as with his couple. Now the next prom pose, we're going to put his jacket over his shoulder, hand still in his pocket, and this is going to be an excellent prom pose. Also, don't forget, if you have your class ring, wear it, because you can see how his ring really shows up in that pose. Excellent job. Now for our last pose, thank you. He's going to lean up against the building, cross his feet. You can see that looks very, very distinguished. Thank you, Keegan. Great job. I'm here with Colby, another one of our ASE ambassadors, and she is going to share with us some individual prom poses today. So her first pose, she's going to rest one hand on her hip. And you can see this works great for serious or fun. Now she's going to turn the other way and rest both hands on her hips. You can see there her shoulders are up. That makes for a great pose as well. Now she's going to turn all the way around, and she's going to look back over her shoulder. This is a great pose to get the back of your dress, but it's also a little flirty. So now I'd like you to turn around. Now the next pose, she's going to look down at the ground. This is a serious pose, and it works great individually or with a couple. We're also going to use some props for our individual poses. We've got a lot of different props. You can use flowers, balloons, picture frames, all depending on your personality. So the first prop she's going to gaze down at the flowers. This makes for a beautiful, beautiful headshot. Now she's going to rest the flowers gently beside her hip. And then last but not least, she's going to do something really cute that reflects her personality. Thank you, Colby, for spending some time with us today. As you can see, the poses for prom should be fun, they should reflect who you are, but most importantly, take some time and practice. Figure out exactly what photographs you'd like to have. Practice your individual, practice with your date, and then make sure your date practices as well. We'll also introduce some props into your prom posing, and that'll be more impromptu, and I can promise you that you'll really like the candidates that we get from that. Looking forward to seeing you at your prom shoot with Ashley Edmonds Photography.